Can I wear your headphones?
Bitch. Fuck off, you puny idiot! No, they started on me. You saw that I was just innocently videoing myself and they started going on with themselves. And of course when you start filming them, because of being idiots, they accuse you of recording kids.
He was there at this point. He was here at this point there, where those things are, those railings there. But I didn't get that on video. So I thought it was someone else at first. So then I realised it was him carrying a fucking bottle.
They're hypocrites.
They started on me. I said absolutely nothing. Here it comes in a minute.
He's coming to do something. He lives right there. Where is he?
Why are you videoing? And I just said basically you started it.
You started it on me, didn't you? What? So of course I'm gonna video if you're gonna start on people. What? Anyone would. You started on me. You started on me first.
I didn't do anything though. You literally saw.
You puny idiot. I could snap you like a twig. What did you just throw at me? That fucking stings. He just threw. Why is that? Why did you just throw at me? Oh god, it's got in my eye. I don't know where the bottle is.
Trying to find the bottle for
proof.
proof.
Just throw at me? See, people just like pick on me for no reason. I was literally just doing this. I knew he was gonna do something like that.
Yeah, I was literally just walking, making a video of myself, and just because I was wearing ears on my headphones, like my headphones had ears on them, he started fucking picking on me, and you saw that. He started it. And he said I started on him first by ways of recording. I was already recording myself, and he wasn't even on it. Him and his little mate weren't even on it until they started getting behind me and saying stuff at me. And I stayed quiet for ages until they started chucking dog poo at me, and that's when I had something to say.
He tried to get dog poo to throw at me.
Yeah, there we go. That was the first one. You saw that.
Now they started fucking assaulting me. They start on me, and then they fucking...
Make up a story
they
like
don't
it.
like it when you fucking respond, do they? I hope I get this. I don't know what that was.
I did find it in the
What
end,
was
though.
that?
There it is, there it is.
There it is. Is that it? I have no idea if it's
Can't food.
toxic, but it ended up in my eye. It ended up all down my side.
You
of
saw
my
him!
face,
You saw him throw it!
down here.
It was on my belly, yeah,
All
yeah.
this just because I fucking...
Had ears on.
I'm taking this to the police. All this because I was fucking just minding my own business, making a video. But you saw,
Of myself.
I've got proof of evidence of him starting on me.
Now you saw, like, people are always saying, don't respond to them, don't react to them. Well, I didn't until he started throwing dog poo at me, and then I said something. And then I carried on my way, quiet, and then he came round the bushes, and then went on with himself. And threw that at me, for no reason.
I'd like to be videoing first. But you saw I was just walking along, I was ignoring them.
I was
And
ignoring
then
them.
they started on me, they got closer and closer, they tried to fling dog poo at me, and then accused me of being a paedophile.
He called me a furry bitch at that point. I'm going to try and find the other... Oh.
Here here it is. I saw him go in it must be like his back house or something.
Back garden.
The back garden of his house or something. And he got this, and he came round the corner where he saw me headed.
Well, you saw
That way.
along those bushes, but on the other side, and then came round.
Because I knew he was going to do something.
And
He tried to fling dog poo at me. And when he couldn't fling the dog poo at me, he went to get this to fucking fling at me. And it stung like crazy in my eye. So some of it got in my eye, as you can see it's down here. I don't know where they are now. But I retrieved this. I did see them again, and I started to walk towards them, but they ran off. I don't know where they'd be now. They could be.
Yeah, that was to scare them. But they ran off. And I also took it for self-defense in case they came at me again and did whatever else. I was trying to find them. I had a feeling they were going to be in the main drag of Hyde.
Anywhere. So it's funny how they always know where I'm going to be, so that they can do something like this to me. But I never know where they're going to be. So they ran this.
I don't know if you need this anyway. I'm going to stop it for now.
I want to be armed with it just in case I see them again. But I knew they were planning something as soon as they tried to. They said, "Oh, there's dog poo, there's dog poo." Luckily, I got that on camera. They said, "Chuck it at her, chuck it at her." But I got it on camera. His throw was crap because it was probably just an empty bag he was trying to chuck. And then he went deliberately back to his house to get this, and saw me going down the alleyway at the back of his house. Like, how did he know I was going to go that way? Versus, like, the other way, which is that way that I've just come from now. That little twerp thinks it's over. But it occurred to me that they didn't found the house. But it occurred to me that they didn't come from the house. They went in the back alleyway. But I thought I'd try the house anyway, even when I found out that they probably came from the back alleyway.
It was between the house and where I was.
So I knocked on the door, just in case maybe the guy would know them. But he was
at the very least.
by the fact that I looked through the window.
Like 2 seconds.
I looked through the window because I wanted to know if they'd gone in that house. But in the end, he just said that they didn't come from his garden because there's an alleyway.
Yeah, he denied
so he
it.
denied that.
He got on the defensive. And then after that, he was more, like I told him everything that had happened, and he was more bothered about what I did, apparently looking through his window. And I said, so I stormed off at that point and said, "Oh, you're more bothered about that than the fact that I've literally gotten assaulted and harassed."
Treat me this way because of the way I look. But you know what? In all the years that I've dressed weird, I've worn ears and even dressed normal, and they've fucking bullied me.
I've never been assaulted.
Never once, until just recently, tried to assault me. Now, yes, in the past, things have gotten antagonistic. But in this case, I was just walking, making a video of myself. They came behind me several times, so I was filming, because they kept coming behind me and I was worried. I knew they were going to do something, I could tell. And then one of them went to get dog poop, and all the rest.
I thought, at that point that I'm talking about now, when they were going behind me, I worried they were going to do something to my body or my stuff. I don't know, shove me or tug at my backpack or something like that. I would have legged it had I not been wearing these sandals, and I said that in the video. But yeah, I didn't see the point.
That it wouldn't hit me.
Luckily it
I didn't
didn't.
know where to go. And he started accusing me again, as you heard. And acted like I was the antagonist. I was the one who started it. He literally, I've got it on proof, on evidence.
Proof of evidence.
But I just know nobody will care about this.
No one
I've
will.
told people about my plight before. But this is literal abuse. Like, they've actually attacked me with something.
They've followed me and found something.
This is why I didn't ignore, because most people say just ignore them. I couldn't in this case because I knew they were going to do something. As soon as they started going behind me and getting closer, and they were, God, they're getting more and more brazen. At one time, they would never have dared done that. They would never have dared gone near me.
They would have claimed to be too scared.
Is something done about them, but you just know nothing will get done about them because these fucking kids today are protected. If I knew how protected kids were when I was a kid, the things I would have done. Oh my God.
Yeah, I was too scared of grown-ups back when I was a kid. We didn't have fucking rights back then, or at least we didn't know about our rights. But these all do, and they have the backing of all the friends and family. That's why they did it, because they knew that they could just run back to the friends and family, because they'd just be like round the corner somewhere. So as usual, they always have the upper hand, because they've always got an army of people behind them to back them. Sorry, I thought it wasn't recording for a minute there. This is what's annoying, is they get away with everything because they always have an army of friends, relatives, family members, and even just random strangers that just know them and the family and would back them to the hilt. Like that Betfred woman and all them other people that were there when I saw them in the town centre area of Hyde, outside the Betfred and stuff. And that's the stuff, unfortunately, I didn't get on camera, but the woman fucking assaulted me. She shoved me, pulled my hair, pulled me back. I think I actually ended up on the ground at some point. And then they all started following me when I was trying to get away. I was trying to grab my stuff and get away just to go to Asda to shop for the stuff my mum wanted and stuff for her birthday before coming home. But they wouldn't leave me alone, and yet they kept telling me to leave. But they wouldn't leave me alone. So once again, I was having a go at them. And then they kept threatening to shove me and stuff, and eventually one of them did. One of the boys pushed me right over. I fell to my side and ended up on the floor, and actually ended up on my back and my stuff everywhere. So once again, I had to pick up all my stuff. And the auntie started coming over to me. I tried to tell her everything that happened, but she wouldn't listen. She kept interrupting me and trying to confuse me. So I just gave up in the end. I think so.
And their auntie was there, and of course she was one of those aggressive types. So of course she came up to me, wouldn't let me finish my story about them. She was determined to back them up to the hill. I've actually got proof. I've got video proof.
Which we just saw.
But it doesn't matter, they'll always spin it so you're the bad guy. Every time I tried to tell my story, she kept trying to confuse me by saying, "You look alright though, don't you? There's nothing on you." So I showed her. There's some of it on my ear that I was wearing, these blue ears. There's some of it on my top. And she saw me with it. Why else would I have it?
Oh, because I'm chucking it at them, apparently.
And she actually hit me. And she grabbed, when I was trying to walk away and get away, because I said, "Oh, you're not going to listen." She just kept interrupting me every time I was trying to make the... I knew it was a waste of time. And then this other woman came. She seemed to be on my side, but when I tried to tell her about it, and those boys started coming over and attacking me again. Mm-hmm. And they actually shoved me. One of them shoved me. And it actually toppled me over. I didn't think they were really going to do it.
There should be CCTV around there as proof.
And he said, "I told you," because they kept telling me to go away, but I wouldn't. They kept surrounding me and like going around.
I couldn't go because they kept bloody following me.
Away.
I was trying to get away, yeah.
Oh, there's no baskets.
Anyway, what I was trying to say here was, he said, "I told you," that basically, "I told you I was going to do it if you didn't leave. I kept telling you to leave and you wouldn't leave, so I shoved you." I said, "Yeah, but that's no reason to shove me. I was literally trying to leave, but I couldn't until I had made sure I had all my stuff with me. They were hindering me by distracting me and getting me all hepped up. So I couldn't think properly. So I was like rooting through my bags to make sure I had everything, checking the floors. And I kept saying I was trying to leave. Anyway, the Betfred woman seemed to be on their side. She kept saying that I was goading them, which I wasn't. I was literally trying to leave. They kept telling me to leave, but yet wouldn't let me leave.
These fuckers shouldn't know what the kids are like.
They should know what the kids are like, yeah. They know what they're like, and yet apparently I'm the antagonist. Apparently I antagonise them. They kept telling me to leave, or they'll shove me or hit me or whatever, and yet they wouldn't let me leave. They kept surrounding me, they kept getting in my face. The auntie disappeared somewhere. The Betfred woman kept saying I was goading them. but she seemed like more reasonable. But yet she said, yeah, she was like kind of on my side, but then kind of saying, but you did this and you did that. So it was clear she was more on their side, but she was trying to be mutual, whatever the word is. She was trying to be like not on anyone's side, but also like, but you've got to, they're shits, but you've got to admit that you did this and you did that. And it's like, fuck off. I'm literally defending myself against these fuckers who started it. I was trying to ignore them. I was trying to get away and leave like they kept telling me to. Well, they don't let you. They keep going and having a go at you and getting in your face and threatening you. And I'm expected to just take it, apparently. So I'm expected to just do nothing while they shove me and push me and get in my face. They were fucking frothing at the mouth. Like, they were that aggressive. These people are just laughable and they make me sick. Because it's like, that Betfred woman and the auntie should have been telling them, okay, I hear your story. You're saying that she did this first. She threw the thing first or whatever it was. But you're not helping matters by acting this way. Like, you're just making it worse. Let's hear hers. I want to hear her side of the story before I decide who I'm believing. This is how they should have dealt with it. We're the grown-ups. We deal with it in a mature way. I've heard your story, son or nephew or whatever. Now I want to hear her side of the story. And they go quiet and they let me talk. Not all these interruptions, not getting in my face like they kept doing while I was trying to tell my side of the story. I didn't even get to say I have proof of evidence. Like, you know, you don't have to believe me because I've got it on camera. But then, of course, if I'd have said that, they, of course, would have gone, oh, you recorded my kids, oh, you can't do that, oh, the minors, oh, you're a paedophile, you know, then they would start doing that, so I couldn't say that either, but I didn't even think to. But I'm glad I didn't. Because even though I've literally got proof, that's how they'll spin it, that I'm the creep. And, oh, that's why they did what they did, because you were filming them, so you antagonise them for, this is what they're like. Instead of saying, well, I can see they did it first, there's literal proof here, so, you know, you should stop. Like, they don't tell them to stop. And they just let them just get away with everything. And the Betfred woman isn't like them. She wasn't a hooligan type. So she should have been telling them to stop. Like, hey, you know, you can see you're doing the antagonising now. You've got to stop. You can see she's doing what she's doing because she's hepped up because of what you're doing. So you need to stop. That's what they should be doing and saying. But no, they just watched. They stand around. There was loads of witnesses. Then a man came over and asked if she was okay, the Betfred woman. After I just got shoved and pushed everywhere and shouted at and insulted to the hilt, called a fat cunt. Told I should lose weight because I'm a fat cunt and all this shit. And it's like, this is so fucking rude and abusive and assaulty. And a man came up and asked if she, the Betfred woman who was just a spectator, if she was okay. I couldn't believe that. So of course I had to say so. I said, yeah, she's alright because she's not the one who's just been assaulted and harassed by kids and taking abuse. Fucking piece of shit. He wasn't, I don't even know who the hell he was. He just came out of nowhere. He must have seen the whole thing or some of it. She wasn't even involved in it. Like, she was just watching as I got attacked. Everyone just watched. Nobody came to control these little hyenas. They were like fucking hyenas circling me and just like snarling and frothing and, oh, it was awful. It's like, what is wrong with these people? They don't even look like hooligan types. They're grown-ups. They seem like normal, mature people who really should have stepped in and should have controlled these damn little jackals. They shouldn't be allowed to get away with this.